dear fraternity, invitees, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever I rise to speak, I am always reminded of one saying: when all is said and done, more is said than done. And I like to keep it as a challenge to all of us here, that whatever we've said so far, and whatever we're going to say in the interactive session, we have to ensure that we work at all, that we actually see to the realization of whatever we are speaking here today. All that we see around us began as a concept, as an idea, as a thought. The chairs we sit on, the furniture around us, the whole, all that we see around us starts as an idea. But to take that idea forward, the concept has to be executed. I therefore look forward to seeing that today's deliberations will meet a logical end, which is that we take this fight for the protection of women's and children's right to their logical end. We have demonstrated as a political leadership a keen interest to ensure that we reach out and maximize the protection of women's and child's rights. The fact that the last meeting chaired by the Honorable Chief Minister, which also saw a 4-hour deliberation with a lot of you also being present, that meeting was on the 16th of October, and today, in less than a month, we are here again to take the deliberations and the plan of action forward. There is a saying that there are 3 categories of people here on earth. There are people who make things happen. There are people who watch things happen. And there are people who don't know what's happening. Now, we should ask ourselves, which of these categories do we belong to? Do we make things happen? Do we watch things happen? Or do we not know what is happening? Because today, if we speak of the protection of the rights of women and children, I think we have gone way, way ahead as a state and as a political leadership in ensuring that we have a structure in place. And we would like to see that that structure gets more support, more inputs, more focus and direction through the continued support of each one of you. I must thank the various stakeholders who, in the last 2.5 years, I've seen them being proactively engaged, not only in being seen in such discussions, but also taking a plan of action forward, actually on the ground. I could see Bapuji sitting here, who has actually put a plan of action into action by commencing with the center, the counseling center at Lyngdoh. And today we have more and more numbers of addicts turning up at the center in order to change the course of their lives and become useful citizens. During the intervening period since the last meeting, I'm happy to share with you that we go beyond discussions and talks. We go beyond being armchair critics. When the unfortunate episode of witchcraft, Menshono, at Lyngdoh, Sora, took place, it was officials of the Social Welfare Department who went all out, rescued the families, brought them to Shillong to ensure their safety. When incidents of drug trafficking were on the increase, it was the police department, and more especially the ANTF, that swung into action and covered areas and localities that have, in the past many years, not had the access by law enforcing agencies. So these are instances which I'm sure should restore people's confidence in the system. And this is a system that needs each one of you to be stakeholders, participants, and also I'd like to reiterate what I've been saying in the past, that it takes so less energy to raise one finger and point at others. It takes more energy to bring two hands together and ensure that we work together. Today, I would like to be more of a listener and less of a speaker, because I'd like to learn more. I'm sure the various organizations and individuals in the Darbashrams have a lot to share with us. We profit more by listening, and we'd like to take those points of discussions forward to ensure that we are able to take the safety of our children and women to a higher level than what we have achieved so far. We've heard from both